Give me the Bible. Give me the Bible, star of gladness gleaming, to cheer the wanderer lone and tempest-tossed. No storms can hide that radiance peaceful beaming, since Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible when my heart is broken, when sin and grief have filled my soul with fear. Give me the precious words by Jesus spoken. Hold up faith's lamp to show my Savior near. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, all my steps enlighten, teach me the dangers of these realms below. That lamp of safety o'er the gloom shall brighten, that light alone the path of peace can show. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, lamp of life immortal, hold up that splendor by the open grave. Show me the light from heaven's shining portals, show me the glory gilding Jordan's wave. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Break thou the bread of life, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst break the loaves beside the sea. Beyond the sacred page, I seek thee, Lord. My spirit pants for thee, O living word. Bless thou the truth, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst bless the bread by Galilee. Then shall all bondage cease, all fetters fall, and I shall find my peace, my all in all. Good afternoon. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day and that y'all get some use, some edification, some gold nuggets out of this video and out of the time that you're here. We are waiting on the tagging to be accomplished. There we are. We are no longer waiting on the tagging to be accomplished. I don't know why we're all flickery. That's a mystery. That help? No, did not help. That is kind of weird. Wee. Is it this one? Yep. Fun fact, it was that one. That didn't help either. Weird. It's a bit better. Hey, CJ. I have been tinkering around in here like a madman. It has been awesome. No, my camera does not have low anything. We're on full high definition. It is not low. How's your day been going, CJ? Hey, Skylar! He's made it in. I'm going to caution, or hazard, a guess that he probably brought the dynamite. He sends sunglasses and smiles. Which we can happily do. If it doesn't blend the camera. Oh, it's a beautiful day out. Weather is gorgeous. And funnily enough, that's hilarious. I just found the duct tape they were looking for last night. I knew there was some here. I knew it. Oh. No one believed me. CJ says, yes, it is. I think that's to the gorgeous day out. Maybe. Who knows? And then he says he just got back from doing a clothes shopping spree. He got new stuff. Yay! Yeah, we talked about last night during Young Brothers edition how someone must be running around slashing all of the knees in CJ's pants because somehow they all ended up with holes in their knees. And CJ doesn't spend that much time on his knees, so we don't know how that happened. Skylar's laughing. Duct tape. I mean, it's really handy to have. CJ says he can comment on Facebook again. Hooray! Hooray! Da, 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 da. Well, that's good. Always a good thing. Skyler says poor quality control. For what? CJ's pants or the duct tape that I just found? Dipstick. It was right there. I told you there was some here on the desk.
Well, I knew there was some somewhere in here. I'd seen it. All right, I'd seen it, but I didn't.
I knew it.
I knew there was some stuff. I knew. I was looking. I'd seen it.
Hello, fabulous Sean.
I made a mental note of it and all that.
I hope you're having a good morning.
All right.
And Skylar says pants. Yes. Poor quality control for the pants. Yes. Poor CJ's pants. Poor quality control. Am I just going late? No. Sean, I don't go late. I show up fashionably on time. And no, I'm not just going live either. I went live 11 minutes ago. So yes, basically just going live. And I even have my fantastic hat that you're so fond of here with me. Sean says it's not morning here anymore. Well, we'll see then. You must have had a good morning because you moved past it. It's still morning here. But we're within the bracket that we can call noontime. You know, lunch rush starts about now. Yeah. Skylar is effectively rolling laughing. CJ is listening while trying on new pants. Now, don't you be buying the ones that have holes in them. They need, yeah, at least not holes in the knees. Sean loves that hat, but he, of course, thinks he has one better. No, I don't believe you. And I'm teasing. Hello, Sister Maureen. It is good to see you, sister. The comments are actually working for me today, which I'm pleasantly surprised. CJ says, well, he got to go back now. Well, bye, CJ. Thank you, Sean, for doing some more tagging. Alrighty, so I suppose without any further delay, we probably should be picking up our shovels and our pickaxes, and we'll find the proper moment for the dynamite. And just bring it along in a different cart, not the same one we're in, okay? Don't forget your hard hats and your lanterns. Let's head on into the mine shaft, shall we? For today's mine, we will be going through Ecclesiastes. The shaft we will be descending down is going to be verses 6, is chapter 1, and the vein of gold is verses 6 through 10. Skylar says, amen. Sean says, "Is that a hat challenge, Brother Oshea?" No. It's just a superiority. So he just says, "Well, you could have told me that earlier." Yeah, I know, but it's more fun to tell you now. Ecclesiastes 1:6-10. Let's dig, y'all. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, See, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. Ecclesiastes 1:6-10. Are you ready? Are you ready? Sean is flabbergasted. And he greets Maureen, and Maureen greets him. Okay, so in verses 6 and 7, yes, 6 and 7, we see weather. We see continual circuits, back and forth, back and forth. There we are. The wind goes toward the south, turns about to the north, and it whirleth around continually. Well, it probably does, Sean, but then again, the whole thing goes with it. We gotta have a break somewhere. And we see cycles, or as Solomon says, circuits. It goes back and forth and comes back again, twirling around, coming around, going back and forth. And that's just the wind. And then we have, in the next verse, the rivers. It runs to the sea, yet the sea is not full. And all of a sudden, all the water runs back to where it started and then goes back to the sea. They're circuits. They run back and forth all the time, as God designed them to do so. It's not new or special, any way these rivers or winds turn, but they're doing the job that God put them there to do. They keep the cycle going. It's been, and what Solomon's saying is it has been going this way, and it will keep on going this way. And indeed, it has gone the same way for quite some time since he said it. Back and forth, up and down. I believe so as well. I believe he mentions that as well. The water cycle. I know in Psalms, David mentions the currents in the rivers or the ocean before anyone really discovered that there were currents in the ocean. Paths in the sea, I believe is what he said. But nonetheless, that's a sidetrack. The important thing to note here is that God designed it to operate a specific way. And it will keep operating the way that God designed it until it doesn't. No problem, Sean. No problem. I just have to keep myself focused. Otherwise, I'll forget what I'm saying. But you do bring up good points. And for anyone who wants to take and go chase down those geese, have fun. But it operates the way that God designed it to operate. And it will always operate in the same cycle that God designed it to until He determines otherwise. So, our nugget number 1 is going to include verses 6 and 7 because they are talking about the same thing, just the difference between wind and water, back and forth, up and down. It all follows a cycle. So, our nugget number 1 is God. I just had it. I had it perfect. God designed the cycles or the circuits. We have to keep that in mind as we go through our day to day, that the weather, the earth operates just the way that the good Lord put it. And it's good to remember that because it helps keep us grounded. To know that it happens the way that it was designed to happen. It's not all random, willy-nilly, up and down, left and right. It follows a specific circuit, a planned course that God set at the beginning when He designed this earth. God designed the cycles. And you can read more about that in Genesis as well, where He sets the stars and the sun and the moon, and He lists their purpose. This world is full of order, as Sean gives out. Thank you. That's another word I was trying to locate. It's full of order. This didn't just happen because of a random explosion. No. We're not here because of a random explosion, and a random explosion did not cause all of this orderly circuits and cycles. It just didn't. Everything works in order, yes. God put it the way that it needed to be. I like that. Nugget number 1. God designed, or you could even do God ordered, or organized, etc. so forth. God ordered the cycles, the circuits. So then we find verse 8, which says, "All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing." Maureen says, just think of the human body. Yes, just like David said, "Woe is me, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." God ordered, organized, designed the human body. It was not designed by a big bang. Not happening. Design demands a designer. And it's very beautiful to think about and to observe all of the different circuits and cycles that God designed. And it's also kind of scary. Now, he continues, all things are full of labor. You know, God labored to set the circuits and cycles. He organized everything we just talked about previously. All things are full of labor. Everything requires effort and labor to do. If you want something, you're going to have to labor for it. This is a basic principle in life. And he continues, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. Man can quite often have a difficult time being content or satisfied with what God has given him. We gotta go see this. We gotta go hear that. We need to go find this out. We gotta go, 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 go. The key phrase there is we gotta. It's something that we want to do, but it's not necessary. We will never manage to be satisfied with seeing or the ear filled with hearing. There's always something more to see or more to hear, and it's kind of exhausting to think about. And all of it requires labor. I need to go in and design this box here. Where is that? Right here. My name box. I need to move it. Because it's right in my way. Sean says, verse 8 reminds me of God reminding Job of how small he is and how big God is and who created everything. Labored. Exactly. And I think you'll find as you read through Ecclesiastes that a lot of the wise points that Solomon makes corresponds with something in Job. I think there's probably more bridges between the two than we think of offhand. But it's true. We have to use these things to know and to be grounded, to not get a big head. Sean says, well, even labor requires careful planning, etc. Yes, it does. This labor, whether it's God or ours, we got to plan it out. We got to know what we're going to do. We have to accomplish this first in order to do this, in order to do that. That's simple, basic planning. And all of that requires us to labor to do each of those things. Now, the form of labor can take a different appearance every time. Whether that's you go, you make a phone call, and you have someone who knows what he's doing come out here, etc., so forth, and then you pay for it. You know, labor takes different forms. Right. Without planning, just laboring along, what are we laboring for? What is the purpose? There is none. If you don't plan out why you're doing it, there's no reason for you to be doing it. That's illogical. Oh, a good nugget for 8. Nugget number 2. Even labor requires planning. Seeing as how we got on quite the tangent about labor. Even labor requires planning. I like that. Because not when you say it, it's like, well, duh. But I don't think we realize that very often. That there has to be a reason why we're doing it. And if there isn't, why are we doing it? I like that. Nugget number 2. Even labor requires planning. Now, 9 and 10 join together very well. In 9, he talks about the thing that has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. There's no new thing under the sun. Hey, you break it up right and that rhymes. It's been there, it has been there, and it's going to keep being there. And then he asks the question, is there anything of which we can say, this is new? Nope. It has been there already, even of old time, which was before us. Yes, Sean. God had the plan for Jesus to go through that before he even made the earth. This is a plan that has been in the works eternally. It wasn't a stopgap measure. It wasn't an emergency solution. It was planned out, and it was labored at. So I want to center verses 9 and 10 on this phrase. Now, for anyone who was here last time, here's your pop quiz. Do you remember what bonus phrase or what what's the right selection of words do I want for this? What phrase you can swap out for under the sun? Here's your pop quiz. What other phrase works instead of under the sun? No. Of course, Sean wasn't here last time, to my knowledge, so he gets a pass. But Skylar was. Give you just a couple more minutes. Sean says he wasn't here last time, but there is nothing new since the beginning. That's just what Solomon said. No. I can tell you're guessing. All right. When reading the book of Ecclesiastes, a phrase that you can swap out for under the sun to give the verse an even deeper depth is 2 words. Without God. That is the phrase that can be swapped out for under the sun. And when you do so, and CJ was here last time too, you should remember this. This is one of those keys for Ecclesiastes. But read it this way. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. There is no new thing without God. He's not meaning the physical per se. He's not meaning on this earth. That would be under the sun. I mean, if you really want to think about it, in the solar system, we're sideways. We're not even under the sun. But no, that's beside the point. No, it's without God. Without God, there is nothing new. Without God, what has been done has been done. You can't move on or make progress in anything without God. It all keys around Him. And you read that. Let's ignore the verse break. Okay, back up. That which is done is that which shall have be done. There's no new thing without God. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see there? See, this is new? No. There isn't. Without God, everything is mundane, is boring. It just treks along in the same old groove. Without God, it is meaningless. It is vain. It is useless. It's like what Jesus said in John 15:5. Thank you, Sean. Without me, you're nothing. You can do nothing. Yeah. Without God, there is nothing that you can say, this is new. Absolutely nothing. It has no value. It has no worth. It has no purpose. That is the most atheist idea ever. And it's like CJ said when we started this book. We get to walk through a book in the eyes of an atheist. But what you find is without God, no progress can be made in anything. Zero. None. Zilch. CJ says kind of. Kind of what? He was giving an excuse. He says he was in the bathroom. Right. Nugget number 3. We need God. You could leave it there. We need God to have purpose, to have value. I never said he was. CJ, I never said Solomon was an atheist. The idea that we are nothing, there is nothing, nothing can be done, it is all pointless and miserable, that is the most atheistic idea I have ever thought of. That's what I said. Some people. He must be in the bathroom again. Sean says we need God to have value and purpose. That is it. That is exactly it. That's our nugget number 3, folks. And then Sean says, you beat me to the punch. United, Brother Oshea. Yes. We are united. And yes, I beat you there. Now you're all black and blue. Alrighty. Nugget run through. Our first nugget comes from verses 6 and 7, which is God designed or ordered, organized, etc., whatever, the circuits and cycles. They are His plan. Nugget number 2. Labor requires planning. And finally, nugget number 3 comes from 9 and 10. Without God, we have no value, no purpose. Or if you want to say it a different way, we need God to have value and purpose. Nothing is new without God. It's always been, it's already been there. Oh, there be gold in them there pages. Sean says, we need God to truly know who we are and where we belong. Right. Without Him, zero purpose. And you see it every day when you step outside and you look at the world around you. The people that hustle about the same track in the same groove they always have. Without God, it has no value, no reason. So he says, that's why I said this is kind of in the eyes of an atheist, but it was written by an atheist. There would be no mention of God. But, well, I'll agree, this is an atheistic mindset. Yeah, it was. And, fun fact, if you look, he hasn't even mentioned God yet. Hasn't. Sean says, those who are truly honest can admit that without God they are lost, blind, weak, and deaf, and dumb, and blind. Yeah, he did blind twice. And that's the truth. Well, y'all, there be gold in them there pages. Oh, and by the way, that last nugget, that was brought to you by Skylar's Dynamite. It was an explosion. Or you could say we had a blast. Stop giving away spoilers, CJ. You're welcome, Maureen. And hello, thank you for being here, Mr. Vibes. Thank you for joining us. Sean put up some dynamite for Skylar. And you're welcome, Sean. Thank you all for being here, for picking up your shovels and your pickaxes, for heading down in the mineshaft with me. Till we meet again, God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of the day. Love y'all. Until next time. Bye-bye. Stay safe. Stay strong. Cheerio!